Today I am watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 3, Episode 8. Episode 7 was all about this Gwendolyn Post character who presented herself as Faith's new watcher, and we found out that obviously that wasn't true and she was more interested in this demonic glove. So I'm very curious to see what's going to happen with Angel and the gang, since everybody found out that Angel is back in town now, and Faith and Buffy were a little bit on rocky ground at the end of last episode, so I'm hoping they can patch things up, since I think they really do make a great team, or with Buffy and Angel and pick back up an episode later. I know sometimes they do that as well, but thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below, and if you're ever curious about what gear I use or what's on the bookshelf, I've included a link in the description. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content.
$7.40 verbal?
Is that bad? I don't know SAT scores.
The four of us?
A double date.
Ah, that won't be awkward at all.
They're just test scores, right? What they really mean anyway.
The grand scheme of things, not that much.
14:30, Buffy, you kicked ass!
Yeah, she did. That's our girl.
No one would ever want to come back here.
Enjoy your oh, Spike! Yeah, Spike. I knew it. I saw the sign. I knew it was gonna happen. Here we go. And they have a great habit of always saying, who would ever wanna, or why would we? And then the exact same thing happened. Spike is back. Oh my. He's taking up drinking? Okay.
Animal.
I knew it. I knew we weren't done with him yet. I knew he was gonna come back.
Drusilla! Come home!
I was gonna say, where's Drusilla? I feel like that's why he's rage drinking. Drusilla's gone.
Why did you leave me?
Oh, she just left him. Could just see his anger issues haven't stopped. Those dolls were creepy AF though.
Do something, classy.
What's classier than bowling?
I love bowling. Oh my god.
Yeah, I just got them developed.
There's picture.
Aww.
Locker door material.
Well, just barely.
Yeah, she hasn't told him she loves him yet.
This is probably the sweet... We have to find a little Pez werewolf so the have a boyfriend.
I don't think they make a werewolf pass.
I'm sure they do.
So is this. Where is this retreat thingy? The Yukon?
He finally got invited?
Yeah. She saw these scores and her head spun around and exploded.
Only in Sunnydale.
It may be that you can move on. For a time, at least.
Yeah, what grade is Faith in?
Okay, we're friends. That's all either of us wants.
Tell that to your face holes, because you keep smooching.
No,
How are they gonna know?
it's a very intimate situation.
Bowling is the most intimate sport, yes.
Sweating and shoe rental.
You're turned on by rented shoes?
No one has ever said that.
I wish we could make it all stop.
Any suggestions?
Paper bags over the head? I don't know. Teenage hormones are raging wild.
His history program is...
And he wasn't attracted to her for, I don't know, seasons 1 through 2.
Another time.
All of a sudden now he realizes how much of a babe Willow is.
Yeah, it's just not that simple.
College would be a fresh start.
Responsibilities.
But now Angel's back and she wants to stay. Oh, this reunion should go well. Yeah, I'm curious if they tell us what happened to Drusilla, if she did just leave him, if she is gonna come back.
Who's cool guy? You're going down.
Saw that coming. Yeah. Have a little nap, Spike. Yeah, little rest. Oh, the sun's coming up! Oh, you picked a bad spot for a nap. You're gonna get crispy. Oh, it's one way to start the day. Cheese and rice. Oh! It's one way to disinfect.
Want that old lover to come back to you? Are you sure you know what you're doing?
What is that thing on the wall? Looks like Maleficent, but sans clothing.
All right, let me just get some things.
Yeah, what is that thing? Okay, yeah, so she's gonna try and make this spell to make Xander fall out of love with her.
Thanks.
So that she can be with Oz.
So, did you find a spell book?
Ah!
The book.
Oh! Time for a snack.
I just got a better idea.
Oh, shoot. He's gonna go after Willow? No. Oh, man. Quite the reunions in this season.
I'm just funning.
He wants to sell his soul for a better golf game.
I think that you should leave. This is a good opportunity for you.
She was hoping he would tell her to stay.
Yeah.
Would he go with her if she went to college?
It's just chemistry stuff, an experiment.
So you said when you called, why do I have...
Yeah, is this for Xander or for Oz?
Academically dangerous.
Here, hold this.
A feather. And who will I be tickling?
Oh my, so spicy.
It would go better if you didn't know.
Are you nuts? Or have you forgotten that I tend to have bad luck with these sorts of spells?
Yeah, Xander had an interesting experiment with love potions.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I wish for a lot of things. I told you I wished I was a fireman when we were in 6th grade, but you didn't follow through on that.
I get the lights.
Clean this place up before they get here and start asking questions.
Ah! Oh, Spike!
Need to borrow the little girl. You don't mind, do you?
No. Oh, God. Come on, Willow, get him!
Threatening me? That's not nice. We're all gonna be very best friends.
No, not even a little bit. Oh, bonked him.
Mine. Teach her to walk out on me.
Oh, so he wants to do a spell for Drusilla and hope it brings her back?
Yes, I'll do it.
Ah!
Lie to me, and I'll shove this through your face. You want that?
No!
Please, no.
Oh, Spike. You big jerk face.
My head set me on fire.
Signs of true love.
I told her it didn't mean anything. I was thinking of her the whole time. She didn't care.
Why does he sound more like Forrest Gump in this episode? She's like, I'm very terrified of you. Please don't confide in me.
And she said we could still be friends.
Oh, they never mean that when they say that. Yeah, oh, God.
There.
I mean, friends. How could she be so cruel?
It's heartless. Heartless indeed. No, get away from her neck.
That smell.
Back it up.
I haven't had a woman in weeks.
Oh, God. Well, must make it a lot longer.
Bottle and face, and there will be no having of any kind.
In any form. Ah!
All right.
Good for you, Willow. Stand up to Spike.
If at first you don't succeed, I'll kill him, and you try again.
Oh my God, I don't like those odds. Yeah, so hopefully she can sneak out and tell Buffy that Spike is back, and yeah, or let somebody know.
I don't know what could have happened.
Oh yeah, their bowling plans, they didn't show up obviously, so.
It was from some nearby schools, okay?
That's great, Mom, but now's really not a good
Joyce.
Yeah, Spike can come in because she invited him in last time, and now Spike's at her mom's house. Ah, I don't like where this is going.
She said fine. So I said fine, do whatever you like. I mean, I thought we were gonna make up.
He just wants someone to talk to, he's not even there to attack her.
Yes. Like when Buffy's father and I...
No, this is different. Our love was eternal, literally.
He's like, I'm going through a breakup and I just need you to listen to me right now. I don't want your advice. Angel's like, excuse me. Yeah, but he can't go in.
Spike.
Oh my God. Get out of here.
Yeah, you're not invited.
Yeah, Buffy's mom's now more afraid of Angel than she is of Spike.
Invite me in. You touch her and I'll cut your head off. Yeah? You in one army.
That would be me.
Oh, yeah, there she is.
Little magic for me. And she does my spell, I'll let them both go.
You're not famous for keeping your promises.
Yeah, exactly.
My way. And you kill your friends.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah, so everybody's meeting everybody. Angel knows Spike is back. Buffy's mom knows Spike is back. Buffy knows Spike is back. Oh my God.
She's nearby.
What?
Because he's a werewolf, he has better senses.
Disturbing.
I really agree.
Okay, yeah, so Oz can smell Willow and sense that she's afraid because he's a werewolf.
In my head, I think I'm sobering up. It's horrible. Oh.
Vampires get hangovers.
What? We killed a homeless man on this bench.
He's doing like a ghost tour of all past relationship stuff that him and Drusilla did.
You'll never be friends. You'll be in love till it kills you both.
You might be right about that, yep.
I may be love's bitch, but at least I'm man enough to admit it.
He definitely knows he's a victim to, yeah, the ways of Drusilla.
I have read.
Yeah, so liquidy.
We're having a fight with Spike.
You do.
I won, right?
Absolutely. Yep, mm-hmm.
Top place in the middle of nowhere. So we're pretty much in a scream all you want scenario.
It would appear so, yes.
I refuse to do the spell and he kills us. Or I do the spell and he kills us.
Yeah, same outcome either way, I think.
He's so drunk, he'll get sloppy. And then I'll make my move.
Oh, my. Lying down.
We're not supposed to.
Oh, they're gonna smooch.
Death situation.
Smooching, yep, and here we go. Oh, and of course they're alone. Is this gonna turn into more than smooching?
Oh God.
Oh, it happened. It happened. Oh, it happened.
We have to get out of here.
Oh, it happened. They got caught.
Cordy.
Secret's out. Oh my God.
I fell.
Yep. You fell hard. Oh my God, that's in her gut. Oh, like a piece of rebar is through her belly. Ah, yeah.
Where are they?
They saw them kissing. Ah.
Since you left, you should have stayed gone.
Yeah, I imagine Spike doesn't have a lot of friends in this town.
Not for long.
Vampire fight. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, right in the bits. Ponked him. Oh, with a mop. Whoa, double steak. All right, 2 for 1 special. Vampires slaying vampires. Oh, I love those sliding ladders. Very Beauty and the Beast library goals for sure.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Oh God, Cordelia. Yeah, don't pull it. Oh, conveniently placed holy water. Okay.
Like your supper.
Baby like your supper? What?
Since I had a decent spot of violence. Really puts things in perspective.
Yeah, Angel's not at his full strength yet.
Wherever she is, tie her up, torture her, till she likes me again.
Yeah, somehow I don't think she'll go for that, even as a vampire.
Love's a funny thing.
Okay, so he's just leaving again? Just like that? Just quick pop into town and see you later?
I can't see you.
What? Cordelia's not gonna die. We're not doing this, right?
Cordy.
And now Xander's gonna realize how much he cares about her because she is injured and... What? Did they really kill off Cordelia?
Be okay?
Ah, I fell for it every time.
I didn't know what I wanted. I wanted everything.
Yeah, is she gonna try and be with Xander now? Yep, that's what happens when you smooch other people, when you're dating other people. I knew they'd find out eventually. Poor Cordelia. Because she never told him she loved him, and oh man, and then he sees her kissing Willow.
We're not friends.
Oh.
We never were.
Yeah, not exactly.
What I want from you, I can never have.
Sad but true.
We'll see each other.
There is. Tell me that you don't love me.
No, that's not gonna happen. She's like, we can't be just friends because we've never been just friends, so... And they can't, she's like, we can't be together, and it's just gonna be... Oh, man. Yeah, so what's Angel gonna do now? Is he even gonna stay in town? Oh, is this gonna write a bunch of breakup songs? How is that thing not pulled over? There's no way you can see through it. It's got like a tiny crack like this in the windshield. So that was my first time watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 3, Episode 8. We saw Spike come back. I don't know if he will be in the next episode. It sounds like he's off to find Drusilla, so whether the show will follow that story or he will just sporadically make appearances throughout the season, I don't know. But it was good to see him back, as horrible as he is. I think he's an interesting character. For Spike being in town for such a short amount of time, he definitely made the rounds. He got to meet Buffy's mom. He got to see Angel alive again. He ran into a group of people that he had pissed off in previous vampires that had worked for him, and now we're hunting him down. So it was definitely interesting to see him back, and him and Drusilla broke up, or she left him because he found her kissing this chaos demon on a bench, and she decided she didn't want to be with Spike anymore, so he's obviously very heartbroken about that. And I always think it's interesting when there's like vampire love stories, because they don't have time to really worry about. And he's like, we were eternal, like we were meant to be together for forever, because forever actually means forever. They're not gonna, they've got hundreds and hundreds of years to live for. So it's always interesting to add that element into a relationship, obviously, when you've been with a partner for possibly hundreds of years and then they're no longer there. So yeah, he's now on a crusade to try and track Drusilla down and to do horrible things to her, which sounds awful, because he thinks that's what's going to make her love him again, as she says he's gone too soft. So I can only imagine there's some very, very scary things that he's going to do to people. So who knows if Spike will be back with Drusilla, if it'll just be Spike that makes an appearance later on, but please no spoilers. And when Spike kidnapped Willow and Xander and was trying to get Willow to create this spell so that Drusilla would fall back in love with Spike and they would be together, and then he's kind of gives up on that plan and just like, oh yeah, by the way, I forget about that, and just like forgets that he's locked them up but in this basement basically. Willow looked very scared and he was being very aggressive towards her, and because he's a vampire and scary, and threatened to like cut her with this bottle, and I thought he was going to feed off of her for a second. So that was very scary. I'm glad Willow was okay, and it was nice to see her stand up for herself. And I think the more, as bad as it sounds, the more scary situations they're in, the more confident Willow is getting in how she can handle the situation. So I don't know if she would have stood up to Spike in like season 2, but now she's feeling like she can stand up to him. She's like, okay, I'm going to do what you're asking me to do, but you're not going to do this to me and you're not going to feed off of me, basically. So Spike was like, okay, fine. Giles was off at his retreat, so we didn't see much of him this episode. Faith wasn't in this episode, so I'm curious to see where her and Buffy will stand in the next episode. The principal wasn't in this episode, but again, I've noticed that before in other seasons where they will like plant seeds, take a few episodes off, come back, pick up the storyline. So I'm curious to see what the next episode will be like. But some big things from this episode, obviously, we saw that Xander and Willow were caught by Oz and by Cordelia making out. I knew the secret would come out eventually. I think this is probably the worst case scenario for them to find out. I was hoping they would have had a conversation with their prospective partners, but obviously that's not what happened. Willow and Xander were caught up and kissing, and of course in walks Oz and Cordelia, and I can't even imagine how painful that would be to see somebody you care about kissing somebody else, obviously. And when Cordelia tries to leave, she falls through the steps and ends up getting injured, and of course they frame it like she dies with a shot of that funeral, and then we find out she's in the hospital and is okay. So I'm glad they didn't kill Cordelia off. She's not my favorite character, but I don't want her killed off either way. And we see Xander go visit Cordelia in the hospital, and she's just like, at first she says stay, and you think, oh, she's gonna ask him to stay with her, and then it's like, stay far away from me. So she doesn't want anything to do with him, and I don't blame her, to be honest. But maybe after some time they will talk things through. I don't really know, but yeah. And then Oz is also not speaking to Willow, so I'm very curious to see what's going to happen in that situation, if Willow and Xander are now going to be together, because they were clearly interested in some capacity of having a relationship. So I don't know if they will now pursue that, or if they will regret what they've done because they were being secretive and lying to the people they were with, and then try and get back Oz and Cordelia and just try and move on from the situation. I don't know. I think it would be very interesting to see either way. I don't think Cordelia will be very forgiving, and I don't know how Oz feels about this, so I think if they did end up being back together with Cordelia and Oz, I think it would definitely be a different situation and they wouldn't trust their partners as much because obviously they were keeping the secret from them. So don't know what's going to happen with that, which is a bummer because I really liked Willow and Oz together. Cordelia and Xander, they were okay. They had their moments. They obviously cared about each other a lot, even if it was shown through fighting and bickering, but sometimes that's what people do. We also saw Buffy get her SAT scores back and she did great, which is amazing, especially considering all the things that were happening the day before the test. So it doesn't sound like Willow was super excited about her scores. I've never taken the SATs. I feel like that's an American thing, so I don't know if the scores were good or bad. Comment below and let me know. If Willow was upset with the 748, I believe it was, I don't know if that's just Willow, like if she got an A instead of an A+. I don't know if that's just Willow being disappointed in herself and it's actually a high score. It sounds like Buffy got great scores and that she can go to pretty much any college or university. So I feel like that gives her just so many more options, especially since I don't think she considers herself a very like studious person. So I'm glad she got such great scores and she's thinking about college, whether that's out of state or out of country, who knows. But now that Faith is here, like Giles said, you know, there's someone who can step in and take over the slaying in Sunnydale while you want to go off to college and not slay, but not worry so much about what's happening here. So it's nice that she has those options. So like I said, I'm very curious to see if there will be a Buffy, you know, university keg parties, you know, frats, all that stuff season, but please no spoilers. And it was nice to see Buffy thinking about her future outside of Sunnydale. Like I said, whether that's college or she wants to travel or do whatever, if she's got Faith there to kind of help out, I think that's a big burden lifted for sure. So, and then we saw her tell Angel that she's not going to come back anymore because obviously when they're together it's impossible for them to be just friends because neither of them want to be just friends. But Buffy said she can't, what she wants she can't have basically. And yeah, she told Angel, she's like, if you can say you don't love me anymore, then we can just be friends. But he obviously can't do that because they both care about each other a lot. So Angel's not back to full health, but he's at a place now where he can take care of himself at least and doesn't rely on Buffy to survive. So I don't know if he's going to stick around, if he'd leave town, considering his main reason for being in town was to be with Buffy. So, or if he'd follow her to college next year, even if they're not together. As we saw in season 2, he was kind of decided his purpose in life would to be watching after her. So maybe he'll stick around and just be at a distance for a while. The fact that she said she's not going to come see him anymore, man. And she didn't even tell him that her and Scott broke up, but I don't think it really matters at this point. She said goodbye to him once when she left the ring, and now this feels like she's saying goodbye to him again, but in person because he's back. I think that would be a very hard thing to do because she obviously has feelings for him and it's not what she wants to do, but she can't have what she wants through him, which is, or she doesn't think she can get what she wants in this situation. So I thought they were like building something and working towards, you know, being together again. We'd seen them kiss a few times. I'm not closing the book on that chapter just yet. I think they will get together again at some point, but maybe they just need to be separated for a little while to figure things out, and Buffy needs to focus on herself and her future and not stay in Sunnydale just for Angel, which I feel like when they were having that conversation, he was like, yeah, you should go. And she's like, right, like, why would I stay? And yeah, so if they were together like they were before, I definitely think she would stick around or at least stay nearby, but that's not the situation right now. So, and I don't think it would be fair to ask her to stay just because of him, as Angel's not so much worried about his academic future and he's not, you know, aging, and he's not worried about his future and his life. I'm sad we didn't get to see that double date bowling scene. I love bowling and I love seeing bowling in movies and TV shows, so I was a little sad we didn't get to see that. I love The Big Lebowski, so yeah, I was a little maybe in the future they'll have a bowling scene. It was interesting to see Spike, how he was dealing with his broken heart, and even when he shows up at Buffy's house, he's talking to Joyce, and she's like, you know, brings him tea, and he's just like talking about his relationship and confiding in her and just, you know, venting all these things. And Joyce, being, you know, the mom, is trying to comfort him, and he's like, you wouldn't understand, you know, like, you're not a vampire, obviously, you don't have this eternal relationship with your partner. So and then when Angel shows up, Buffy's mom, even though she knows Spike is a vampire, she's more afraid, and she knows Angel's a vampire also. Angel had his invitation rescinded, and then Buffy invites him in again, but she was more afraid of Angel than she was of Spike. And yeah, it's interesting to think about, but Spike's always been evil, but Angel was just more evil and more recently. So yeah, it was an interesting response, and I don't know how Buffy is going to explain that. Maybe that was part of why she's like, I'm not going to see you anymore, so she can tell her mom and, you know, help put her mom at ease and say, like, yes, he's back, he's alive, because now obviously Buffy's mom knows Angel is around again. So maybe she'll just like, I'm cutting off ties with him, I'm not going to see him again. I mean, we'll see if that actually happens. I have a hard time believing she could stay away, or I guess I should say I have a hard time believing that Angel could stay away. I feel like there'll be a lot of lurking from the bushes late at night, you know, watching Buffy from afar situations. We did see the mayor briefly, and he fully admits that he sold his soul to the devil, and he's like, oh, maybe I can, you know, sell your soul, sell his assistant's soul to get a better golf game. And he fully admits that the police are covering up all of the vampirings in Sunnydale, as he's like, oh yeah, Spike's back, like, I remember Spike last year, like, we had to, you know, we were very busy covering up all of his schemes. So definitely in on it. Definitely some evil plotting going on. Overall, I thought it was a good episode. I'm a little nervous to see what's going to happen next episode with Xander and Cordelia and Willow and Oz and what that looks like, because I feel like that was a pretty big chunk of this episode. So I'm glad Cordelia's okay. I hope Giles is back from his retreat in the next episode. Maybe it'll be a Monster of the Week episode. I don't know. Yeah, and we'll see what happens with Angel and Buffy if she actually does stay away from him. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Bowling is the most intimate sport, yes. Oh, the sun's coming up! Oh, you picked a bad spot for a nap. What is that thing on the wall? Looks like Maleficent, but sans clothing. He wants to sell his soul for a better golf game. Why does he sound more like Forrest Gump in this episode? Vampires get hangovers? Very Beauty and the Beast, library goals for sure.